Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with the video where I just want to do a reading because I am working with a specific archetype personally. Something is really coming up for me and I just thought let me share it because for me personally I've learned a lot from watching other people's readings, especially in the beginning of my journey. And so this may or may not be for you, it may or may not hold any relevance for you. But what I'm very specifically working on within myself are a lot of uh, energies coming up from my root chakra. So a lot of energies related to security, to feeling secure, to essentially feeling safe to be who you are here on earth. Like to channel out your full range without holding yourself back and feeling safe doing that. And also themes related to money, prosperity, that kind of a thing. So what I was specifically picking up on here was that there was this very kind of dark feminine energy that was in a sense coming up for me, and also trying to block me. And this is definitely a past life energy, and it's the type of feminine energy that, you know, she never lifts a finger. It's a little bit of a queen energy, but it's in reverse, if that makes sense. This feminine energy does not have an open heart. She does not care about, you know, the children, so to speak, the new potential. She just cares about her getting her wants fulfilled, really. Um, and so this is the type of energy that she wants to have a lot of kind of slaves around her, you know, dancing around her, tending to her needs. And the way that she accomplishes this is by preying on their children, their inner children. I mean, like she pokes at their insecurity. She can kind of sniff out and sense what people are insecure about, and then she will use that against people to kind of get them to do what she wants. So that's the type of energy that's coming through, and so I wanted to explore that. I'm going to be using the Red Dakini Oracle deck to pull a card first. So let's see if we can get anything for this energy. First of all, this is an energy that will make you feel very, very insecure about who you are on a core level. Like if you're around such a person and you're not like fully protecting your inner child, you're gonna just feel insecure just by being around them. And I think especially if you're not like fully awoken, like if you haven't brought kind of the light of your consciousness all the way down into like your root chakra, you may not exactly know why you would feel insecure around such a person. At the same time, this type of energy, like this dark feminine energy, she really knows how to boost your ego when it's needed to kind of keep you around. So she's gonna play this kind of like hot and cold dynamic with people. She's gonna try to kind of make them dependent, make other people dependent upon her. And she's always like this. It's just not good enough for her. Nothing is quite good enough for her, until suddenly it is, and then you get this boost of like, wow, you know, suddenly I did something right, you know. So let's see if we can get, why is this coming up now? That's what I want to know. Oh my goodness. So two cards, wow, two cards fell face up, so I'm just gonna read them. Underneath the deck was Holocaust. This reminds me of the Tower. I'm also seeing how all of these eyes, you know, are suddenly being, it's like they are exploding out. And so I feel like I've been speaking about in past videos, it's almost like lost souls, past eyes, you know, are making themselves known again. interesting. We got the eternal life and then heart drop in reverse. So this is definitely, I feel like, it's definitely, like I said, it feels like a ghost energy. There's a past life energy that is it, and I feel like I'm going through like a deeper heart awakening at this point in time, really related to my root chakra, you know, like I spoke about, feeling at home, like feeling at home and feeling safe to really be yourself, and to be kind of radiant and like who you are, you know, to be expressive with yourself without feeling like you're hunted all the time. I don't know if any of you can relate to that, but for me, I always have this like glooming feeling of being hunted somehow. So wow, what also strikes me here with these cards is that they are like 33 and 44. So I feel like it's like currently, probably I'm in 33, so 3-3 talks about, again, expansion, you know, the Empress energy, really all of those themes that I've already mentioned, but also in terms of like creativity and then letting your creativity shine. And I'm also really being drawn to the Ankh here. So I feel like there might be some kind of energetic upgrade related to this archetype. Um, that is currently kind of, it's like once it fully comes into being, I feel like the next stage would be that more intense heart opening. I've been really getting that message lately for myself, that once you really step into love, you know, all of the energies that would not choose love, they are just gonna be very, very fearful of you. Like they're gonna like leave you, they're gonna run from you completely, because it's almost like your energetic field are kind of gonna chase them away before you even get there. And so you don't have to worry so much about like your security, about like being safe, things like that. That's something I'm feeling, because it's almost as if, and now this is what I'm seeing now in my mind's eye, that when this heart chakra activation happens, it's like it will be subconscious. So it happens on a subconscious level, that energy of love is gonna chase away these old spirits, right, that are in the subconscious plane, these old archetypes, these past lives. They're gonna be, you know, they're gonna be posed with a choice. Either you move on to like the light, into heaven, or you must like leave, you know, you must get away from this force of love, because that is what they're ultimately fearing, you know. That's why these ghosts or energies stick around on the earth plane, because they're afraid of love. But when they are around on the earth plane, you know, this is what allows other people that are not yet awoken, you know, people that are not questioning their inner spheres at all. This is what allow these people to channel from those past lives, you know. So a lot of the people on earth today, it's not that they are nor good nor bad. You know, a lot of them, they're just channeling whatever that is served to them, in a sense. I feel like that is actually quite a large part of the population right now, that they are kind of, in a sense, spiritual children, and they're just gonna eat whatever they are served. They're not at that place yet where they are questioning. They're not questioning. And so I feel like when more and more people step into this heart opening, love is gonna be like the dominating energy on earth. And so a lot more people are just gonna channel that, because that's what they, you know, again, they won't really question it. They're just gonna channel whatever they are served through the subconscious. Wow, I actually really love that. Yeah, that is cool. If that's gonna happen, that is really, really cool. Now another card slid out, and it's this card. It said Mercury, and it's number 1. And there's something here with the, you know, the healing of all of the chakras, I feel. This also reminds me of like the twin flame journey. But I'm not exactly picking up on, yeah, and serpent power. So there may also be something related to like sexual energy here, Shakti energy. But I'm not exactly picking up on what. So let's pull some more tarot cards here. I'm gonna pull from the Hush Tarot now, because I feel like this is kind of underground, so it's not really out in the open. Okay, so let's see. What more do we need to know about this? For the highest good of all. Underneath the deck was Temperance. Yeah, it's also, I feel something. I feel this in my heart, like taking off like the crow mask. I don't know, sometimes I feel like I have to do this to kind of, again, to protect myself. You have to be kind of a little bit bitchy, because to protect yourself, you know, from all of these different types of energies that don't really, you know, they're not going to have your highest good at heart. They just want what they want. And so I feel like something that maybe we're moving into a time where we're not going to have to wear that mask anymore, of kind of being bitchy or being cold or being icy to kind of scare people away a little bit. I don't know. Okay, 2 cards in reverse and then 1 in the upright. So we have the King of Cups in reverse and then the 8 of Wands in reverse. I can show it to you upright so you can see the picture. And then the Knight of Cups upright. To me, the Knight of Cups is like a card of heart opening. Definitely, it always reminds me, it's like the final night, I feel. It's the night that comes in even after, you know, death card, I feel. Like, because in the death card in Rider-Waite, there's also someone riding a horse, and so I kind of feel like it's part of the nights. And then I feel like the Knight of Cups is like the final night that rides in, you know. In the Rider-Waite, it's like through a desert landscape, but now there is water there. There has been some kind of restoration of the heart. But then these 2 cards, I just feel like, yeah, I just feel like also this is talking about like again, I'm hearing just like this voice of like the failed masculine, but also like a failed state, like something about the failed state, you know, something about a light that wasn't bright enough. Because like I talked about with this dark feminine energy that's coming up, it feels like she is like this because, you know, she got out of control. She is like this because she's not capable of seeing the bigger picture. You know, it's not necessarily that she's evil, she just kind of becomes a little bit evil because she's not able to see like the bigger picture, to see things, you know, past her own little nose tip. That's what I'm feeling. It's like she just over focuses on her own mind. It's like she's just within her own mind and she just wants what she wants. And she wants everything to be according to her own little mind, but it's almost as if she doesn't have a sword. Like, she's not a king energy, she's not able to zoom out and see the bigger picture and like the health of her community. And so there's something about that type of energy. It's almost like it leads to this like lost state within people where they're not able to bring forth their new potential. Like the children, it's like their inner children are killed because they're constantly being preyed on and stepped on, so that this dark feminine energy can like keep her reign. That's what I'm feeling. But again, it's like it's the energy of the heart that comes through, and this is not about fighting. I feel it very clearly. It's not about fighting her. Again, she's not really evil. She's just a bit blunt, you know. She's not that bright. She doesn't have a big perspective, you know. She's kind of like short, if you know what I mean. She's not very tall. She doesn't look very far. So kind of her sin, if you will, it's just that of not being bright enough. It's not that she couldn't really have done it in any other way. That's what I'm feeling. And so she's not really anything that we need to fight, this type of energy. It's just greed. It's just greed because of, in a sense, stupidity or short-sightedness. So how can we handle such an energy? 9 of Cups. And then the Lovers. I mean, it is love. I'm just hearing twin flames, and I don't know what that means. That's why I don't know if it's something to do with bigger cycle, that's why like this energy of twin flames are coming into Earth. It's that, you know, everyone is going to start to see themselves in the mirror more clearly, and eventually that's going to become mainstream. You know, like I spoke about, even if people don't actively choose to kind of follow the path of love and do the work necessary, because they're just channeling their subconscious without question, they're gonna fall into that stream anyway eventually, you know. So it doesn't really matter if everyone chooses to go down this path or not. Eventually, you know, when enough people have chosen it, it is just gonna become the dominant force. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah, there's definitely something with also establishing these new templates of feminine and masculine, because I'm feeling this dark feminine energy has a lot of resistance towards this. She would not want to face her own twin flame. Because then she would see that she's kind of hollow inside, you know. She has killed off her inner child. It's like she doesn't really have a future. That's actually what's coming through. It's almost like she has no creativity left, because it's like her greed killed it off, but she didn't realize. And so I want to pull one more time here, just if anyone recognizes this dark energy within themselves, what is the advice then? What can we do to restore this energy? Is there anything we can do to restore it? For the highest good. Page of Wands in reverse. Underneath the deck was the Page of Swords. There won't be growth, is what I'm getting. You're not going to be able to create growth by moving forward. If you feel like you have this dark feminine energy within yourself, if you feel like you may have kind of like killed off your own children, or if you feel like you're dark, if you tune into yourself and you don't see anything, there's like no life there, then continuing to move forward, I feel, isn't gonna bring you growth. With the Page of Swords there, I feel like you have to go back. You have to go back. And again, this comes through, as been coming through now for so long. This about like going back down into the roots, you know, going back to talk to the dead, going back to talk to your ancestors, the past life. Because it's almost like the reason that you did kill off your inner child, you know, of course, it wasn't something that you saw yourself doing and you did it. If it happened, it was because of lack of light. And it's something you're likely to have inherited from some kind of past energy, some kind of past life. And so I feel like kind of to bring back the light and to start to see again. Yeah, the King of Cups also came out in reverse. You know, it's about tuning back in. And so I feel as well, if you're dealing with these types of energies, I feel like don't worry, because they are not going to gain traction anymore at this point in time. That's what I'm feeling. Slowly they're going to start to lose their kind of like their power. And again, like I spoke about with this kind of like the energy spreading in the subconscious, I'm just wondering if this is going to happen quickly or if it's going to happen slow, because there's something about like, it feels like that this is some kind of a threshold, and that once it reached, the changes will happen quickly in a way. Two of Cups, so maybe something with the relationship here. Like it's really having your own, really having dominion over your own subconscious, I feel. Not letting these energies push you around through your subconscious. Yeah, it's really becoming like very, really brightening your light, your lunar light, so that you can see these energies in the subconscious. Wow. Death. Death. Yeah, it feels like I said, it's like the night that rides in before the Knight of Cups. So for some of us, I actually feel like we're going through this right now, this huge heart awakening. You know, there is a lot of pressure on the energy of Leo. Venus is going to move retrograde in Leo. Soon it's going to be Leo season. And I also feel like this Pluto moving back into Capricorn again has something to do with it. It's really something with like, it feels like it's just ripping out so many of these old spirits, old archetypes, you know, old life forms that have been in our subconscious. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna end it there. I hope it was interesting for some of you. Anyway, take care. Bye.